So you did the hard part. You won the government contract, you delivered the goods or performed the service, and now it's time to get paid. But you're logged into the PIEE portal, staring at the WAWF or wide area work screen, and you have no idea what to do next. Let's be honest, it's confusing, it's frustrating, and you know that one wrong field could delay your payment by weeks or even months. And that is intimidating and stressful. Well, you can relax. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire process click by click, and we're going to turn this daunting task into a simple checklist. We'll cut through the confusion and get you submitting invoices correctly on the first try. Hi, my name is Anika, and after 5 years of experience of helping vendors process hundreds, if not thousands, of WAWF invoices, I'm going to show you exactly how it's done so you can get back to running your business and the 20 other things you have to do today. Before we even think about clicking a single button, let's get our ducks in a row. I call this the vendor quick kit, and trust me, having these things ready will prevent 90% of the headaches. Think of it like cooking. You get your ingredients prepped before you start making the meal. First up, a copy of your contract and any modifications. Have it open on your screen or print it out right in front of you. I'd prefer you print it out so you can circle and highlight any important data. Don't even try to do this from memory. Second, let's grab your key data. You should already know your cage code. If you don't, that's your company's unique ID for government work, which you have registered in sam.gov and PIEE. You'll also need the full contract number and the delivery order number if you have one. You can usually find these right on the front page of your contract award at the top. Third, have your own internal invoice number ready to go. This is just for your records, but it's essential for tracking what you billed in WAWF. Fourth, gather the specifics for this invoice. I'm talking about the exact quantity you shipped, the unit of measure like each or lot, and the unit price for every single item. This will be found in your awarded contract. If you don't know where to find this, send me an email or chat me on my website. See my links below to reach out and we can work together personally. Finally, if your contract or your contractor officer says you need supporting documents, have them scanned and ready as a PDF. This could be anything from signed DD-250s to timesheets. Getting this stuff together now means you won't have to stop mid-process to hunt for a random piece of paper, and the site could time out on you. It turns a stressful treasure hunt into a simple game of fill in the blanks. Head over to the PIEE portal at piee.eb.mil. Go ahead and log in. If you're brand new and don't have an account, you'll have to register yourself. If you need help with the registration process, please let me know. Once you're in the PIEE dashboard, you'll see a bunch of icons. You'll find the one that says WAWF and click it. Hover over vendor, and from that drop-down menu, click Create New Document. This is where the journey begins for every invoice you'll ever submit. Now, you'll notice as we move through the pages and tabs, there will be more fields that we pass by and not enter anything into than what we do. There are only a few fields on each page that are required. If I don't mention them, then they are not required and therefore not needed to submit your document. You can act like the field doesn't exist unless you get a red error message. The first screen is simple. It'll ask for your cage code, your contract number, and if you have a delivery order number. Choose your cage code from the drop-down list if it doesn't pre-fill on top for you. Then very carefully type in your contract number exactly as it appears on your contract. Then at the bottom, click Next. Here, our pay official field doesn't pre-fill, so I'm just going to type one in and click Next. Here, you'll face your biggest choice, the document type. The contract should tell you exactly which one to use, usually in a clause labeled DFARS 252.232-7006 WAWF payment instructions. It'll say something like the contractor shall submit the following document types. And hopefully it will be underlined and bolded so you know exactly what it is telling you to select. For most contracts with physical goods, the best and most common option is invoice and receiving report combo. It bundles two most important documents into one clean workflow. If you're in services, though, you might use a two-in-one services only, and maybe for cost reimbursable contracts, a cost voucher. For today, we're going with the combo. So we're going to select it. Then notice the inspection and acceptance points. Are those correct? And do they match your contract? So here, we're just going to select destination. Oftentimes, if you select one, it'll pre-fill into acceptance. Once you click next, you land on the routing page. The required fields here are admin DODAC, ship to code, and accept by DODAC. Let's click next. We arrive at the header tab. The required fields here are shipment number, shipment date, final shipment, invoice number, invoice date, and final invoice. For the shipment number field, it'll most likely ask you for a 3-letter, 4-number entry, ABC 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 letters of the month we're in, followed by the year, or the first 3 letters of your business name, followed by 0001. Shipment date, we're going to select today's date. Final shipment, no. We're going to assume that we have other items to ship out at a later time for this contract number. Invoice number, we're going to use 0001 because it's the first invoice attempt under this contract. Invoice date, it'll pre-fill to today's date. Final invoice, we're going to select no to match final shipment. Now here, we cannot click next, nor can we click submit. We still have required information to enter into the line item tab. So let's head on over to line item. And if you're lucky enough to have your information pre-fill for you under line item details, you will select edit. If this whole section is blank, the only option you will have here is add. Once you click edit or add, it will bring you into the CLIN, SLIN, ELIN. The required fields here are item number, product service ID, product service ID qualifier, quantity shipped, unit of measure, unit price, and at the bottom, description. So for item number, this will most commonly be 4 digits, so 0001. This will also be found on your contract, nowhere else. Product service ID will also come from your contract, nowhere else. So for the sake of this teaching, we'll do laptop. Product service ID will most likely pre-fill for you. If it doesn't, you can click this drop-down menu and select one that does. FS or FT are common selections here. If you don't see anything that matches your item and nothing pre-fills for you, A3, locally assigned number, should also work. Now, quantity shipped is usually left blank. For the sake of this teaching, we will type in 2. Unit of measure comes from your contract as well. We're going to use EA or each. Unit price will also come from your contract. We're typing in 100, and that will automatically do the math and type it into the amount for you. Now we'll scroll down to the bottom and type in what we've supplied, a little bit more description for teaching purposes. Now we're going to click Save CLIN. Brings us back to the line item. Now, here we've entered all of the required information in order to submit your WAWF document. If you need to do any further attachments, you can go to the Attachments tab. You can choose a file, that PDF that we talked about earlier. Maybe it's that signed DD-250, maybe it's a timesheet. You can upload your PDF, give it an attachment name, choose a type, and it will allow you to upload it. If you need to add in any comments, you can do that in the Comments tab. Now, if you want to make sure you've got everything entered, you can go to Preview CI, Preview Commercial Invoice. This is what it will look like on the government side when they are processing. Shows you all of the information, and Preview Receiving Report, which will look virtually the same. So we're going to head back over to our header tab, and we're ready to click Submit. And this is what your screen will look like. The invoice and destination and acceptance receiving report were successfully submitted. The invoice has been processed via EDI. And that is all there is to it. Congratulations, your invoice is officially in the workflow. You'll get email updates as it moves from inspection to acceptance and finally to payment. You can also check its status anytime you want in the WAWF history folder. By following these steps, you've tamed wide area workflow. Just stay organized, be meticulous, and you will get paid on time. If this was helpful, click the link below to head over to my website to download a free one-page FAQ that covers PIEE and WAWF. I'd love to work with you one-on-one and use my years of experience of helping others in WAWF to help you get paid on your WAWF invoices. Find my email in the description below, and please reach out to me. I would love to help you.